talking again. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, cool. That's Cannon, bro. That's my son.
Cannon Shake.
That's him in the flesh and the person.
A legend in his own time.
Didn't even know it. He didn't even know it yet, does he?
Nope.
My favorite line from Cannon. He says that when he's in the grocery store, people always ask if he's my son, and he says it never fails. The next comment is always, "I'm sorry."
Wow. Apologetic.
Every time.
Everyone feels bad for me.
Well, you know, that's understandable.
It is. Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
How do you change the name of something in audition? I haven't started the recording yet, but it just has a title and it bothers me.
Well, you can't title it till you save it. You'll hit File, Save, and then you title it, yeah. But good call, yeah. Make sure you record this game, because there'll be some interest in it. It's a big one.
Yeah, I hit FM on the right side of this.
Correct, yes, correct. Your cheer block's a little disappointing tonight, Cannon. Did they not?
Hey, the one tomorrow, we're making plans. We're going to tailgate.
Are you really?
That's what it is. The idea's been brought up.
In what, the parking lot?
Yeah. I think the one tomorrow might be nice. I hope it is.
Hey, what's going on?
Each year, there's an estimated 1.7 billion people with cancer diagnosed in the United States. And 600,000 Americans pass on from the disease. And Hatchets and Hatchets have joined together in a battle against this terrible disease and are asking for your help. For over a century, the American Cancer Society has been at the forefront of cancer research, patient services, early detection, treatment, and education. Please consider donating to the American Cancer Society by finding the special environment donation buttons on page 1 or 4 for information. In the stands during this contest. Also, the concession stands, special t-shirts.
Austin Gear.
All donations and proceeds from t-shirt sales.
Tyson Wright. Anthony House. Alex Boyd. Hi there. Okay, with Jones.
What's that? Oh, yeah, always, yeah. Who's he take after?
In honor of K-Bar.
Oh, did you just get one?
Representing the Hatchets, Lindsay Moody and Patty Dan, in honor of Phyllis Miles. Melita Androska and Casino Levasseur, in honor of John Cahill. In honor of Neil Jackson, Lisa David, and Paul Pidlow. Jenna Gray, in honor of Randy Burke. Lena Thorne, in memory of Laura Keogh, and in honor of Margie Wallace. Jay Browning, in memory of Judy Perkins, Wayne Cortez, Andrew Bowe, and in honor of Baby Wilson. Hadley Faith and Callie Barber, in honor of Linda Miller. Justin Donovan, in honor of Harvey Gunning and J.D. Hunter. Emily Legal, in memory of Andrew Morris, in honor of Jill Burns. Taylor Walls, in memory of Jennifer Nixon.
Okay.
Emily Legal, in memory of Andrew Morris, in honor of Jill Burns. Kelly Foster, in honor of Herschel Field. Casey Freddie, in memory of James Duckwick and Kenny Kennedy. Tony Lacey Higgins, in memory of Rick Boyd and Roger Shields.
Can you tell me if something's true or not?
Yeah.
Renee told me that you take forever to get out of games.
No.
That's just what word on the street is.
You tell her to hush her with a mouth and mind her own business.
I think she heard you.
Oh.
And never give up hope. Thank you.
Your son's getting me in trouble.
He always speaks the truth.
Is this actually going to be a good game or is it going to be a blowout?
Good game.
Who do we play?
Vincennes.
Oh, we good?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Speaks the truth. You gonna watch it on YouTube, Cameron?
I forgot that was an option. I would, but I didn't bring my charger. My phone's kind of low.
Who are they posing for? Where's the camera?
Who's doing the cameras? JD and who else?
Nate and Tater.
That's the dynamic duo.
She did get those from Jack Ford.
Well, Don Spillman said Stan Neal, and I think his Stan was before Jack. And I do think those resemble Stan Neal's more than Jack Ford's. Mid-70s attire.
Brandon,
Dwayne?
we are gonna. You got the interview all ready to go?
Yeah, it's after the intro.
How am I gonna go after this song? Just after this song is over, play that open and then play the interview. Sound good? We'll be ready. So you play that open, the interview, then you play a minute of ads, the pregame ads, Boyson, Machinery, and John. ground gear, and then we'll be on. What? Turn them off, yeah. Yeah, well. Nothing beats our home popcorn, does it?
Pretty good stuff. Of course, I pour a lot of that orange salt in it.
We're going to go ahead and do the pregame. So I guess you can go ahead and put our audio on. We're getting close here.
Recent survey, over 98% of patients said that they would recommend therapy services to their friends and family. Davis Community Hospital is proud to be the official provider of athletic training services for Washington High School.
By the way, thanks for doing those games with me. I really appreciated that.
Oh,
It's a lot more fun when there's somebody alongside.
no, actually, they turned out okay, you know?
I like John Howe, like I said, he's a buddy of mine. He works hard. He doesn't have anything to work with a lot of times.
Well, there was a lot of play last night that was just uncharacteristic of smooth playing on both sides. You know, there'd be like a travel from out of nowhere, you know, stuff like that.
Check 1, 2. Ken, how we doing now? No, how much time? I don't care how you do. I said, how we doing right now? He said, we're struggling a little bit, but we'll get through it. I'm not talking about you. I want to know how much time we got to the game.
Okay.
What'd you say? There's 2 minutes left of the interview, and then you play a minute of ads, and then yes, we're on. Yes, sorry. That's pretty clever, isn't it? I like him. He's a good guy. Let's talk to him for a while. Yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. The interview wasn't right?
Why do you put me in this mess?
Because I know you can handle it. You're a professional. You're in the radio TV class at Washington High School.
I mean, there's salt and sizzle, not the steak.
You know that he actually set the curve in our test today. Kenny, you set the curve.
In your class?
I won't tell anybody that.
You cheated.
What does that mean?
It means that you set the curve.
I don't know what that means.
So you got a 91. We had 9 points to everybody's score.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell them that. They're going to be mad at you.
Why?
Because you're the one. Pregame show presented tonight by Boyd & Sons Machinery, proud to back Washington Athletics, and by John Geary, Shelter Insurance Agent in Washington at the Caution Line on Business 50 in Meridian. I'm Dwayne Shake alongside Steve Brothers for the biggest matchup of the end season for Coach Miles and Already Hatchets. It's still early to say, but I went out on a limb and said to Steve Brothers, this may be the battle for the Big 8 Conference Championship here tonight.
I think you're right, Dwayne. Both are quality ball clubs. As you said, both undefeated. Lincoln, I think, is 6-0, and Washington 4-0. And, boy, there's a nice crowd here tonight. As you can hear in the background, the band is here, and this is really feels like basketball season has arrived.
It sure has. What a busy week for the basketball teams, too, because tonight we've got Vincennes in town tomorrow, but Bari Vikings here for the annual Thanksgiving Eve matchup, which is always huge. 5,000 strong expected for that showdown, and everybody anticipating what we'll see from each ball club coming up tomorrow night in that boys showdown.
Yeah, and as you said, people come back home for Thanksgiving, the college kids, and maybe some in their early 20s come back and visit, and that's definitely a game they all come back to see.
Well, tonight the Hatchets have a tough road ahead because Vincennes, as you mentioned, unbeaten 6-0, and they beat some formidable opponents. Sullivan Evansville Rights, Evansville North, Evansville Mater Dei, Gibson Southern, and Pike Central. That's 6 hard-fought wins. One that really stands out is Gibson Southern. Year in and year out when we face that Gibson Southern team, they're always solid. So Vincennes Lincoln is the real deal, led by Allison Hine, 6'1" senior. Definitely got to keep an eye on her all night tonight.
She's had a great career for the Alices. She's really, ever since maybe she was even freshman year, she was dominant. So potential Indiana All-Star, I would think. Really a fine career for Allison Hine, and she's going to be the key to Hatchet victory tonight would be to try somehow to stop her.
We've got our own superstar and freshman Kinsia Lavaseur, who again has provided and put up double-doubles several of the games already in this early season. And bro, you said it after the first game, you projected she would join the 1,000-point club by the end of her career.
Actually, I said that 2 minutes into the first game.
Yeah, that is true. I backtracked. Yes, you're right.
Because, I hadn't ever seen her play, and then the first time she got the ball, she made a real quick move, strong move to the basket. And, you just don't see that very often. So she's going, if she's healthy, she's going to have a tremendous career for the Lady Hatchets.
No doubt about it. She's got some good company as her fellow freshman, Elena Thorne, continues to get stronger each and every game. We talk about the reach of Elena Thorne. She has got a reach span that is unbelievable, and she can pull down some big rebounds.
And block some shots, too. And she's only going to get better because, she's still, 14 or 15 years old, and she's got some maturing to do physically, and when that happens, she's really going to be a force in there.
And then, of course, leading away is senior Lindsay Moody, who is definitely the floor general, and without her, this team, you just know the team has a different mode about them whenever she's out there on the floor.
Well, she's going to handle the ball about 90% of the time, and, Lincoln was at the last Lady Hatchet game at Sullivan. They do a great job of scouting, and Sullivan pressed a little bit, and Lindsay had her hands full, but she did a formidable job. But don't be surprised if Lincoln presses early on to see if we can handle it. I mentioned in the Sullivan game, as you remember, Dwayne, as they had 3 or 4 coaches writing profusely over on the sideline when we were playing, and I go, I wonder if they know Lindsay Moody's shoe size. And we got a note up here from the coaching staff, and it says here, addressed to us, Lindsay Moody's shoe size is 8.5. So I guess they were able to get that information, and hopefully it doesn't help them too much in the game.
I'll tell you, Coach Connor, I had a chance to talk to him before the game, and the entire coaching staff, they're class acts, they really are. And these two coaches have a lot of respect for each other, as we mentioned in the pregame interview. They work hard. Both coaching staffs work extremely hard. They do a lot of scouting, and that's how you build a successful program.
Well, some coaches scout more than others, and it's no coincidence that the ones that scout more typically are the most successful coaches. So it's a full-time job being a varsity coach in boys or girls in Indiana, and they do a great job. Both coaching staffs do a lot of scouting.
What a note of interest for Washington, as you mentioned, as you heard in the pregame interview, we always got the likes of Maddie Dent yet again tonight. We talked to Maddie as her. Lindsay delivered us T-shirts from the team, which is Coach Miles always real generous in giving us a T-shirt, team T-shirt. We appreciate that. But talked to Maddie. Maddie wanted to be playing this game desperately, but just not ready to do so yet. We got some black and blue on that ankle yet.
Yeah, she did a little running, and after just a little bit of running, she decided, well, maybe I'm not quite ready yet. But they played Ball Reeve on Saturday. Maybe she'll be ready to go then. If not, it'll definitely be the week after that.
It's a Hatchet pregame show. We've got about 10 minutes before we tip this varsity game off. It's Coaches versus Cancer night. We'll talk a little bit about that when we return after this 2-minute timeout. From the Hatchet House, you're listening to the Lady Hatchets on WAMW.
You are good.
2 minutes, thanks. I'm going to turn the microphone down for a second, Kenan. I'll be back.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Hatchet House as we get set for this varsity battle with Vincennes Lincoln tonight, girls high school hoops on WAMW. I'm Dwayne Shake alongside Steve Brothers. Game coverage tonight brought to you by the Prescription Shop, your hometown pharmacy on State Street, Washington. The prescription for success tonight. Steve Brothers?
Well, it's obviously somehow stopping Hine. Now, as I recall from the last couple of years, she really does a good job of driving hard to the basket, especially like from the free throw line area or the top of the key. And sometimes defenders just, it's like the Red Sea. She comes in and they just olay it and step aside and she scores. So we're going to have to stop her ability to penetrate through the defense. If we can do that, we've got a chance tonight. But boy, it's a formidable opponent. There's no question about it.
No doubt for sure. Coaches versus Cancer night tonight. These two teams always do that when they meet up, whether it's here or Vincennes, and lots of pink on the floor, which is great to see as we raise money in the fight for Cure for Cancer.
Well, and there were a lot of in the pregame ceremony, there were a lot of people that were recognized as cancer survivors as they walked out on the floor and honored both living and no longer with us, some cancer victims and cancer survivors, and it was a nice little ceremony there.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, a tremendous crowd on hand for tonight's game, which is so great to see.
I'm sure the girls are excited about playing in front of a bigger crowd. This is clearly the biggest crowd that they've played in front of in this early season.
We'll be back with more from the Hatchet House right after this on WAMW. On Coaches versus Cancer night, as the Vincennes Lady Alices are the visiting team on the scoreboard in green, trimmed in white. Both teams head back to the bench now to get final instruction from their coaches, as we are just moments away from our varsity tip-off. The junior varsity game tonight did go to Washington as they won handily, 42-22, so another nice win for Coach Lacey Higgins and the JV squad.
Well, that was tight in the first half, but the Lady Hatchets pulled away in the third quarter, and they're undefeated also. So another fine season by Coach Lacey Higgins. Time for the starting lineups here. First for the Alices.
The starting lineups brought to you by Boyd Grain in Washington. Boyd Grain proud to support our area athletes and proud to bring you tonight's starting lineups. The visitors from Vincennes being introduced first tonight. They have at one guard a 5'9" junior, number 2, Darian Carmine. The other guard is a 5'6" junior, number 3, Elena Green. And the third guard is a 5'6" freshman, number 13, Danny Krager. Forwards tonight, 6'1" senior, number 33, Allison Hine, and 6' sophomore, number 42, Macy Lang. Vincennes 6-0, unblemished, coming into this conference matchup with the Hatchets tonight. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Washington Hatchets, they'll start at one guard, number 20, Quincy Ely. The other guard is the freshman, number 22, Elena Thorne, and the third guard, number 24, Lindsay Moody. At the forward spots, freshman Conceal Lavassour, number 33, and starting at the other forward spot, number 43, Hadley Faith. Coach Gretchen Miles leads your Lady Hatchets, again with the pink socks on tonight, and their white uniforms trimmed in gold Hatchet band getting the crowd pumped. And I tell you, our Hatchet band, I want to give a shout out to them. The Golden Pride Marching Band had a great marching season now and pep band season. They are rocking over there.
They sound great.
Doing a tremendous job. When we come back, we'll tip it off from the Hatchet House in Washington on the new Washington Hatchet Gym floor. This is our first chance to broadcast one here on the new floor. Of course, the South Knox game was here, but election night, we didn't get a call that one. It just is brighter in here.
Yeah, it is. Looks nice.
New floor looks great. When we come back, the tip. It's Big 8 Conference basketball. Washington and Vincennes coming up next after this 2-minute break on WAMW. We're back at the Hatchet House. Steve Brothers, let's play some basketball.
I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
Washington Lady Hatchets, Vincennes Lady Alice's, 6-0 against 4-0. Big 8 Conference basketball on your Tuesday night. One of 3 this week here at the Hatchet House. Of course, tomorrow the boys match up, Washington and Bar Eve, and the girls' version of Washington Bar Eve back here on Saturday. So we'll get to know the Vikings pretty well this week.
Sure wish they still would have that triple header. That was always a fun evening for the girls because they got to play in front of 5,000 people.
Maybe they'll work that in there.
That was always great.
Macy Lang is going to jump center for Vincennes up against Elena Thorne for Washington. The ball's at midcourt, and your opening tip is controlled by the Hatchets. Left to right on your radio dial for the first half. Lindsay Moody walks it up to the volleyball line. She sets the play, and we're underway.
Man-to-man defense for the Alices.
Quincy Healy kicks it to Lavaseur. Lavaseur, top of the key. Back out to Healy. Healy near side in front of the Vincennes bench. Now top of the key to Moody. Moody over to Lavaseur. Lavaseur drives. Works around 2 defenders and lays it in for 2.
Nice move.
Can see Lavaseur on the board first. It's 2-0 in favor of the Hatchets.
Drove a little bit under the backboard a little bit, but was able to jump back and get the angle and get the bucket. Now Washington is in looks like a 2-3 zone defense.
Here comes Allison Hine. She makes her move, gets it off the glass and one. Boy, oh boy.
Little NBA continuation action on that one.
Hine is the real deal. There is no doubt about that.
Looked like she took a couple of baby steps on that too. Might have traveled, but who am I to decide that?
Number 33, the 6'1 senior, connects on the free throw and puts Vincennes up 3-2.
Didn't take long for her to make an impact.
Just underway here, 1 minute gone. Moody kicks it over to Thorne. Thorne, left-hand dribble, blocked, denied by Macy Lang, but Lang, the last one to touch it, it's out of bounds, staying with the Hatchets. Quincy Healy will trigger the inbound pass, baseline underneath the Washington bucket. There's Thorne, fouled as she drives to the hoop, and Elena Thorne has worked 2 free throws.
The official at the 10-second line called that, and the one that was 2 feet away did not call it.
It was a good call. As we had a good vantage point from that. She did get hit on the arm there.
I guess that's why they have 3 officials.
Coach Connor is talking to the official now.
Did you have a good angle on that, sir?
First free throw is good. Elena Thorne hits the front end. Well, it's good to see the Hatchets hitting those free throws. Let's keep that rolling.
That's not been a very strong strength for Washington in the early season.
All tied at 3. Thorne hits them both. Puts Washington up 4-3 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. With 7 minutes to play in the opening quarter. The Alice's walk it up. Danny Krager, the freshman, is controlling point for Vincennes. Kicks it to Darian Carmine. Carmine tries for 3, can't get it. It's short. Rebound pulled down by Thorne and the Hatchets.
Boy, the Hatchets did a great job of blocking out on that 3-point attempt.
Conceal Lavaseur split 2 defenders and draws the foul. And Lavaseur shooting 2 free throws.
Well, looks like the Lady Hatchets are going to try to get it into Conceal. And, she could make a career at the free throw line. She shot a lot of free throws already this season. It seems like she shoots 8 or 10 per game.
Vincennes crowd wanting a travel on that call. They didn't get it. Lavaseur worked through 2 of the defenders and drew the foul. She hits the first free throw.
Hey, 3 for 3, Dwayne, from the free throw line here.
Tonight's game coverage from the Hatchet House brought to you by your neighborhood Chuckles convenience stores. Brighten up your day with a trip to Chuckles. Lavaseur hits the second free throw, and the Hatchets own a 6-3 lead. 6.5 to play in the opening quarter here at the Hatchet House. Darian Carmine, far corner, hands to Allison Hine. Hine back to Carmine. Carmine pulls it out at the volleyball line. Over to Krager.
Looks like the Lady Hatchets want to see if the Alice's can maybe hit from the perimeter. Really concentrating on Hine there.
Carmine is blocked by Thorne. Boy, she just reached up, nothing but ball. Nice job by the freshman.
That's the long arm of the law, Dwayne, right there.
Thorne has it now, hands to Moody as Moody calls out the play. The Hatchets really relaxed right now, going through the offense. I really like their style so far here in this opening quarter.
Taking their time. Being very, very deliberate, which is fine. Cross screen there, and it might be a moving screen, maybe. Looks like it is.
Foul away from the ball against the Hatchets.
Conceal Lavaseur probably didn't really hold her position there on that screen.
Lavaseur whistled for her first, team second. So the ball back to Vincennes on the turnover. 6-3. Hatchets by 3. 5.5 to go here in the opening period. Carmine lobs it underneath the Lang. Lang too strong off the glass. Rebound weak side.
Oh, that looked like it could have been a block, and that's going to be Conceal's second foul.
Weak side board into the hands of Hine, and yeah, that is number 2 on the freshman.
That's a shame.
Not good there. You don't think Coach Connor doesn't know that, do you?
Yeah, well, and then we've got an immediate sub as Allie Barber's going to come in for her.
First free throw good by Hine. She has all 4 Alice's points so far. And Lavaseur has to sit down with 2 fouls. Allie Barber checking in now for Washington.
Yeah, I think Conceal is going to be sitting down for quite some time here.
Second free throw for Hine. No good. Rebound to Barber and the Hatchets. 6-4, Washington by 2. Moody off to Barber. Barber.
Oh, left-handed.
Nope. Denied. Green knocked that one loose and into the hands of the Alice's.
We've had several blocked shots here already.
Elena Green off to Carmine. Carmine, no, can't get the runner. Rebound put back by Macy Lang. That's also no good. And this time the Hatchets clean it up. So good break there for Washington.
Yeah.
Tough break for Vincennes. They had a couple of good looks there, just couldn't put it through.
First one was pretty close. Rimmed around, no good. Oh, there's a turnover. That's the classic, I'm going to pass it to her, but she already cut and nobody's there. Turnover.
Unforced error for Washington. Turnovers mounting a little bit here. Just some miscommunication there in the opening period.
Thorne, I'm sure, wanted that one back, wanted that pass back. As she let go and it was too late.
Carmine is the three-point shooter. I can see that, bro, in the early going. Of course, we know that from last year as well.
Well, so far, this zone defense is looking pretty strong.
Carmine picks up the dribble, and the Hatchets get the steal. Hadley Faith steps in front of the pass. And Washington with the ball back. Barber to the hoop, and Allie Barber good for two.
Barber's got a nice left hand there. He's not afraid to use it.
Coach Connors, seen enough. He wants a timeout. 30-second timeout for Vincennes. We'll take 30 seconds too. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard, it's Washington 8, Vincennes 4. Back in 30 seconds on WAMW.
You're clear.
Thanks. Welcome back to the Hatchet House. Washington leading 8-4 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard in this Big 8 conference matchup. Good game so far from both clubs. They're still feeling each other out. We're going to see the action pick up as time rolls on in this game.
Well, neither team is pressing full court or half court. It's strictly a 2-3 zone for Washington and a half court man for Vincennes so far.
Danny Krager, top of the key, hands it off to Macy Lang. Lang shot around the rim, no good. A rebound, Hadley Faith and the Hatchets. Moody up the floor to Quincy Healy. Healy into Thorne. Thorne missed. Faith would have put that good. A nice offensive rebound and the finish for Hadley Faith. Her first points. It's 10-4, good buddy. Hatchets by 6.
Hadley's come through with some buckets of late.
Turnover on the other end as the Alice's overthrow it right into the hands of Allie Barber. So Washington has them shaking a bit here in the first period.
Changing their offensive set here as they have a 1-4 high. And there's a foul.
That's going to go on Marissa Carmine, who came in during the last break. Marissa Carmine whistled for her first, team's third. Out of bounds for Washington. Barber gets it into Thorne. Third, quick shot up and in. Man, I like that play. Yeah. Thorne did not even think about it. Threw it up and in for two.
Yeah, that was an excellent out of bounds play.
Quick release right through the back basket, 12-4 now. Under 3 minutes to play in the first period.
This zone is creating some problems for the Alices, and there's a turnover unforced.
Delivered a ball off her foot and out of bounds. Here comes Jade Browning. She's going to give Hadley Faith a break.
Jade's had some excellent JV play of late.
What was it, 27 in that?
27 3/4, yeah. And then she played well again tonight, so she's being rewarded with some varsity minutes.
2:45 left, first quarter. Moody just walks it up, no pressure at the moment.
Now it's a 1-4 low offense, so Coach Miles mixing it up here. There's a back door.
One extra step there for Barber.
3 turnovers apiece. 12-4, Lady Hatchets with a good start to this game.
Can't say thanks enough to the crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
Excellent crowd to watch this one, both sides.
Well, the Alices have got to prove that they can hit a perimeter shot here. And Hine has had minimal touches.
Krager tries to drive one through and can't get it. The rebound controlled by Washington. Here's Moody off to Barber, back to Moody. With the 2-minute mark in the opening period, 12-4, Washington by 8. Hatchets in control. Thorne.
Oh, nice play.
To Barber. Barber fouled, and she's shooting two.
The old give and go.
Allie Barber with a chance for 2 free throws on an excellent pass from Thorne.
That was sweet.
Tonight's game brought to you by Thompson Insurance, treating you the way you want to be treated. By Washington Chrysler Center. The Black Friday sales event continues. Biggest savings of the year. Check out the Dodge Journeys at the Washington Chrysler Center. First free throw good. One more coming from Barber. Don't say it, bro. Don't even mention it. Don't even think it.
What, you mean the fact that we're 5 for 5?
Now, what did I say? 13-4. Next free throw.
Oh,
See what you did?
Wow. That is my bad.
Minute 45 left. I tried, fans. I tried. Krager off to Darian Carmine. Darian's at the top of the key. Now she hands it back to Krager. Krager's three is no good. Macy Lang skies for the rebound. Gets the putback and one. Macy Lang with her first points. Big ones there, though.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've said this many times, Dwayne, but those missed three-pointers make for long rebounds, and it's just really hard to block people out when the ball's, going over bouncing back over your head because of the long rebound.
Lang used all of her height there. She is the tallest player on the floor on both teams. And she connects for the free throw. She has three. And it's now a 6-point lead for Washington.
We have a little token full court pressure by Vincennes.
13-7.
Now Vincennes is in a zone of their own. Little 2-3 zone action for them. Cross court pass.
Barber. Over to Moody. Moody. Barber, top of the key. Now Jade Browning, far side. Barber to Moody. Hatchets very patient, waiting for a good look here. It goes into Healy, and Quincy Healy connects for two. She's in the scoring column. We got 5 Hatchet players in the scoring column here in this first period, and Washington's lead back up to 8, 15-7 with 45 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Underneath, Lang missed her first try, got another chance, and she's fouled and shooting two.
Boy, she does have some long arms, doesn't she? You said she was the tallest player on the floor. She also has the longest arms.
And that's two on Elena Thorne. Bro, man, that's not good.
Nope.
Kinsey Lavaseur sitting down with 2 fouls. Now our fellow freshman Elena Thorne has 2. The first free throw from Lang is good, so Hadley Faith is going to come in for Thorne.
Well, yeah, both freshmen are riding a little pine right now because of foul trouble.
Second free throw from Lang. Is also good.
15-9.
Now she gets a break.
We're down to 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Washington should hold for the last shot here with a 15-9 lead, 6 points separating the teams. Moody's getting no challenge at the center circle, so she'll just dribble. Now Krager steps out. Pitch and catch with Moody and Healy. Into Faith now. Back out to Moody. We're at 10 seconds. Now the Hatchets will set the play. Moody far side. Shot up. No good. Rebound Hadley Faith. Her putback. No good. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Washington with 1/10 of a second remaining.
Don't think they're going to be able to get one off here, Dwayne.
No.
I think you need, what do you need? 3/10, 7? Nope.
No good. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. We've played 8 minutes of basketball. It's a good one on the A&R Home Center scoreboard after 1. Washington Lady Hatchets 15, Vincennes Lady Houses 9. Back to the Hatchet House in 1 minute on WAMW.
You're clear.
Thanks. Back at the Hatchet House set for the second quarter of action. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard, Washington leads 15-9. Our game coverage tonight brought to you by A&R Home Center, more than just a hardware store. By Bill Dobson Ford, a Dobson deal is a better deal. And WTHI TV 10. Coverage you can count on, depend on. News 10. Vincennes starts with the ball to begin the second quarter, and they throw it away. Out of the reach of Allison Hine, and the ball back to Washington.
That's a good start to a quarter.
See if the Hatchets can make it count on this end now. Moody hands off to Melita Adradanoska into the lineup. Adradanoska tries for three, short, but the rebound controlled by the Hatchets. A second chance here. Adradanoska is very capable of hitting that shot.
That was Washington's first three-point attempt. Oh, turnover there.
Yep. Macy Lang stepped in front of that one, but does not get the layup. The rebound and the putback is no good by the Alices, and now Moody comes up with it. So two chances there for Vincennes. They couldn't put it through, and Washington able to get it back. Hadley Faith, shot short. Rebound to Lang and the Alices. Carmine over to Krager. Back to Darian Carmine. Now to Krager. She sets for three. It's short. And there's Hine with that big reach. Gets the offensive rebound over two Hatchets. And a second chance for Vincennes.
Yeah, Lincoln has 6 offensive rebounds already.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Macy Lang draws the double team. Hands off to Krager. Now it's top of the key to Darian Carmine. Over to Green. Now we find Hine in the far corner. Allison Hine back to Elena Green. Hine tries to make her move. She's double, triple team. Kicks it back out to Green. Green with the lob into Macy Lang. Off to Krager. Her shot is short. Another offensive rebound. That's a killer. And that leaves Allison Hine open for three. Bottoms up, nothing but net. And Coach Miles wants a timeout.
She's not happy with those offensive rebounds, clearly.
That's got to stop.
Yep.
15-12. The Hatchet lead is cut to 3.
You know, it's a shame when you work your tail off on the defensive end, and it's very effective defense, and then you give them another chance.
Too many second chances. And again, Macy Lang and Allison Hine, they both have height advantage, especially with our 5 on the floor right now.
Yes.
And they're using that to their full ability. And Hine was mentioned in Coach Miles' pregame interview. She is an inside-outside player. If you give her that open look, she was not afraid to fire that three, and she can connect.
And that was nothing but net.
Bottoms up, it took a while for that one to air down, didn't it?
Yeah.
So Washington has it as play resumes. 6 minutes left in the first half, 15-12. Hatchets with a 3-point advantage.
Doing a lot of passing around the perimeter here against the zone defense.
Now Barber has it. Allie Barber to Healy for three. Nope, too strong. Macy Lang there for the rebound.
That's a fairly good look.
Darian Carmine takes it all the way and just lays it in. That's her first points tonight, but nobody stopped her, bro.
Right, and that's 5 straight points for Lincoln. It's 15-14.
Here comes the freshman. Kinsia Lavaseur and Elena Thorne will re-enter next dead ball. Healy looks in to Hadley Faith, and it's another turnover for the Hatchets.
Some of that passing is a little bit too tentative.
Vincennes has a chance to take the lead. Krager to Carmine, over to Green. Alana Green with the runner, it's short. Allie Barber cleans it up. Healy to Barber, now to Faith. Faith, no. On the rebound, it's going to Vincennes.
Hadley Faith's shots have been just a little bit short. She needs to shoot with a little more authority.
Kinsia Lavaseur and Elena Thorne re-enter for Washington. Checking in for Vincennes is Marissa Carmine.
Well, let's hope that neither one of those girls picks up their third personal. We've got 4:45 to go in the second quarter. A little bit less fouling going on against when you're in a zone defense, so maybe that'll help the situation a bit.
Darian Carmine behind the arc near side, off to Marissa. Now it goes to Krager. Krager has time, sets for three, and missed. Too strong. On the rebound, therefore, it is Kinsia Lavaseur, and she draws a foul. 6-team foul against Vincennes, so it's still out of bounds for Washington.
And that is Levasseurs' first rebound for the game.
And that's very unusual.
There's going to be more to come. And Lincoln remains in their zone defense.
Washington walks it up.
Washington's only attempted 2 3-pointers and missed both of them.
Moody, skip pass over to Barber. Barber for 3, too strong. Hadley Faith with the rebound, yes, and one!
We'll take that.
Hadley Faith gets the offensive rebound on the putback and a chance for a 3-point play, and that's big right there.
She was off balance on that shot, and it hit the backboard at an unusual angle, but managed to bounce right in. So 17-14 in favor of the home team.
We thank the radio TV class here at Washington High School. They are providing video coverage of tonight's game. You can now log on to the Washington Community Schools website and stream our selected games live, the video feed.
Who teaches that class?
I don't know. Some crazy guy. 18-14. Hatchet lead back up to 4. Darian Carmine hands off to Marissa Carmine. She'll skip it over to Krager. Danny Krager drives baseline, kicks it back out to Marissa, over to Darian, now to Hine. Alice is looking for a good shot. Hine tries it, thought she had it, but no.
There's that drive I was talking about. She drives hard to the basket.
I like Hadley Faith's play in this first half,
well,
bro.
She's got 5 points and 6 rebounds.
Kancia Levasseurs fought hard for that one. Don't foul, Kancia.
Oh, there it is.
No, 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 no.
Tough break. That was an aggressive play, but that's a third foul. You got to tone it down a little bit. That was just a freshman mistake.
Now coming in is Quincy Healy quickly for Levasseurs. Yeah, she fought hard and should have got the reward and got that basket, but it didn't go through. Tried to get the rebound with no luck. So the ball back to Vincennes. Levasseurs sets with 3 fouls now.
Well, if you look on the bright side, she's going to be well rested.
Yes.
For the second half.
Danny Krager kicked off of a Hatchet player. The ball remains with Vincennes. Tonight's game coverage brought to you by your Edward Jones Financial Advisors. That's Sarah Browning, Doug Bubalo, and Scott Cordova. Danny Krager kicks it into Hine. Allison Hine. No good. And there's another rebound for Hadley Faith.
Really? 7 rebounds.
Barber has it. Into Faith. Over to Thorne. Thorne. Yes, for 2 more. Elena Thorne. Nice shot there. Good touch.
Well, she's left-handed, and that was a nice left-handed touch, like you said, right in the basket.
20-14. Washington's lead 6 now with 2:45 left in the first half. Darian Carmine tries for 3. No good. There's another rebound for Faith. She's going to have double figures on the rebounds.
Working hard at it. 2:30 left, 20-14. Lady Hatchet lead.
Quincy Healy, far side. Healy's pass knocked away by Danny Krager, and Krager's fouled and gets 1. Danny Krager, first points of the night. Big ones, though. She will try for the 3-point play.
Well, some of our passing around the perimeter are not really very strong. They're a little easily deflected. We've got to pass the ball with some authority around the perimeter there.
Coach Travis Connor in his 9th year at Vincennes, 115 wins to 84 losses. Does a tremendous job.
Oh, and there's another turnover on the press as Elena Thorne threw it to Barber, but it went out of bounds.
Can't have that.
That full court pressure bothered the Lady Hatchets a little bit in that Sullivan game, which Vincennes scouted, so it doesn't surprise me that they're pressing also. What we have to do in our press is just give the ball to Lindsay Moody and let her take care of it.
So the Alices have it, trailing by 3. We're at the 2-minute mark in this first half. Marissa Carmine left alone, and she ties it up from downtown. Marissa Carmine with the second 3-pointer for Vincennes. We're all tied at 20. Thorne to Barber. She has time, sets for 3, and she answers with 3 of her own. Allie Barber, 6 points, makes it 23-20. Hatchets back up by a tray. Darian Carmine.
Oh,
Nobody stopped her.
Right through the zone.
Ooh.
That's not good.
23-22. Washington by 1. Minute and a half left now in the opening half of play. Barbers left alone for 3 again. No this time. Oh, rebound. Into the hands of Vincennes. And Krager can't get it. That's a break for Washington. Moody brings it up, now slows things down. Over to Healy. Healy looks into Thorne. Thorne missed. On the rebound, last touch by the Alices, so the Hatchets hold on.
That was a right-handed shot by Thorne, and that's her weak hand, and she was a little short on that.
Melita Adradanoska coming in now, replacing Quincy Healy. 1:05 left.
Looking for a three-pointer from Adradanoska here. In the
She's
corner.
Open. Give it to her. Come on. Yes,
there it
you
is.
called that one. Well done, Steve Brothers.
That was a good substitution by Coach Miles. Get the three-point shooter in there.
Adradanoska can hit that, and as it stands, the defense for Vincennes has given Washington those three-point looks.
Yep. Oh, that's a foul. Yeah.
Charging foul against the Alices.
She had her arm extended. Good flop there by the Lady Hatchets, but it was effective as she had her arm out. Good call by the official. We're down to 44 seconds. You think Coach Miles is going to go for one here with a 4-point lead? I would say yes.
26-22. That's the second foul on Hine, by the way.
Dwayne, I think it's time for Moody to hit a three-pointer. What do you think?
The Hatchets have hit 2. Vincennes has hit 2 so far in this first half.
We want a three-pointer over there on the right where Thorne is standing right now. Okay, that's my prediction. I'm 1 for 1 tonight, so let's see if I can get that.
Washington waiting for the last shot with 10 seconds left. They'll start the play now.
Better hurry.
Let's go. It's Adradanoska. Thorne, now Moody at the buzzer. Oh, man.
Well,
had a good look. It didn't go down, though. We've played one half of basketball here at the Hatchet House. Big 8 conference play. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard, it's the Lady Hatchets 26, the Vincennes Alices 22. Halftime show coming up after this 2-minute timeout on WAMW. It's halftime on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. The Washington Lady Hatchets leading the Vincennes Alices in this Big 8 Conference showdown 26-22. Tonight's game coverage presented by Donaldson Insurance in Washington, with Donaldson's your number 1. And by Freddie Energy, fueling your everyday life. Individual scoring First for the Hatchets, a balanced attack. 6 points for Elena Thorne tonight, and 6 points for Allie Barber. 5 points for Hadley Faith, 4 for Concia Lavaseur, 3 points for Melita Adradanoska, and a 2 for Quincy Healy. So 6 players in the scoring column, led by Allie Barber and Elena Thorne with 6 apiece. For the Vincennes Alice's, they're led by Allison Hines. She has 7 at the break. 5 points for Macy Lang, 4 points for Darian Carmine, 3 for Danny Krager, and 3 for Marissa Carmine. So 5 players in the scoring column for Vincennes, with 7 for Allison Hine, 5 for Macy Lang. Washington led 15-9 at the end of the first quarter, and 26-22 at the halftime break. What about your team stats, Steve Brothers?
For Washington, 9 for 23 from the field for 39%, 2 for 7 from the three-point arc, and 6 for 7 from the free throw line. They had 4 offensive rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds, and 7 turnovers. For Vincennes, 7 for 25 from the field, 25%, or 28%, sorry. They were also 2 for 7 from the three-point arc and 6 for 7 from the free throw line. So the three-point shooting and the free throw shooting are identical for both teams. They did have the 7 offensive rebounds and 6 defensive rebounds and 5 turnovers. So the stats are really close, Dwayne, and the score is close also.
I look for Vincennes Coach Connor to come out with a little full court pressure to begin that second half.
Wouldn't surprise me. That did create a little bit of a problem there for Washington a couple of times. So yes, that would not surprise me whatsoever. Also, they're going to have to find a way to get the ball into Hines' hands more often, as she really didn't have all that many good looks. She had a nice three-pointer there, but Washington's doing a good job of containing her thus far, holding her to 7 points.
We did the 2-3 zone most of that first half, I believe, didn't we, bro?
Yeah, it looks like maybe a few times we had the one girl out. It might have been a 1-2-2 or a 1-3-1 at times, but or else a 2-3 where they staggered their guards a little bit. But it's been a zone the whole quarter.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It did work well in that first half. On the flip side over here, we saw Vincennes change theirs up a little bit. They were really open to giving us the 3 ball, and we started to make them pay there in that second quarter. So I think that Coach Connor will also have his players step out to challenge the 3 a little more in the second half.
Or switch to man-to-man, one of the two.
Very true.
But yeah, there's going to be some adjustments. If I was Coach Miles, I would stay in whatever defense you were in, 2-3 or 1-2-2, because it's been extremely effective. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of moves Coach Connor makes in the second half.
26-22 at the half. Washington leading by 4, but lots of basketball left here at the Hatchet House. We'll be back with more after this 2-minute timeout on WAMW.
Steve
Excuse
will
me,
be on the next ballot as he must be running for some sort of political office there. Not stepping out on this one, huh?
Well, I was kind of concentrating on that drum solo by the band, wondering if that's from the drum solo from Inagata Davida. What do you think? What is that?
They're on it, man. They are on it. Tonight's game coverage presented by Freddie Energy, fueling your everyday life. Big round of applause to the drum line here as they just knocked it out of the park. Gunnar Jones leading the way on the drum line. I tell you what, the boy can bang on the skins.
Trying to figure out if there was a general theme of that.
No,
it was great.
It was just a beat. That's all you need with the drums is a good beat.
What is that called? Like iambic pentameter or something like that? Or what is that called?
Myers LP Gas bringing you tonight's game, Highway 57 north of Washington, and Ace's Restaurant inside the Washington Country Club, inviting you out after the game tomorrow night for live music from Damian Baker at Ace's in the Washington Country Club. Open for lunch and dinner 6 days a week. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back with second half action next on WAMW. The Hatchet House as we get ready for second half play. Washington leading on the A&R Home Center scoreboard over Vincennes 26-22. Starting five back out for the Hatchets. I should say four of the starting five. Allie Barber stays in for Washington along with Lindsay Moody, Elena Thorne, Hadley Faith, and Kitsia Lavaseur for Vincennes. They'll go with Darian Carmine, Danny Krieger, Marissa Carmine, Allison Hine, and Macy Lang. Hatchets start with the ball.
And we have a man-to-man defense for Vincennes.
Thorne drives to the hoop. High shot off the glass. No good. Rebound to Vincennes and Hine.
Tough break. That was a really nice, quick first step by Thorne, and she had a decent shot and just was a little strong on it.
Thorne's playing with 2. Lavaseur with 3 fouls, so please be careful, girls. There's a quick 3 by Vincennes, no good, and another rebound for Washington. There's Allie Barber pulling that one in.
Barber has 4 rebounds.
Moody, top of the key. Neither team able to score yet. So far in the second half, we're still at 26-22. Hadley Faith, no good. Rebound to Lavaseur. Here's another chance for Washington. Barber over to Moody. You know, Lavaseur and her rebounding ability, it just never ceases to amaze me.
Well, it's all strength.
There's a nice move to the bucket, and Allie Barber connects for 2. Barber with 8, leading the way for Washington tonight, 28-22.
Pass in there from Lavaseur. And Washington stays in their zone defense. Looks like a 2-3.
No.
Oh.
She traveled.
Yeah, good defense by Lavaseur. She stepped into the open lane and forced the turnover.
I said no because they didn't want to.
Yeah, they could have called a foul on that one and didn't. So, you know, it's we're talking about a freshman here, but she just has to be careful and turn it down just a notch on defense. You don't want to pick up that fourth.
2-3 zone again for Vincennes here.
Yep.
Barber off to Hadley Faith. Hadley feels it and connects.
I told you she was short on some of them, so she's made the adjustment. That was nothing but net.
Faith has 7 points, 30-22. Hatchet lead is at 8. And the drive to the bucket is no good by Marissa Carmine, but the putback counts for Macy Lang. Macy Lang has 7. It's 30-24 now. The lead 6 for Washington. Elena Thorne's open for 3. Can't get it. On the rebound, it's controlled by Lang and the Alices. 5:45 left, third quarter.
That was a little bit of a quick shot there.
She did have a nice open look, just couldn't get it through. Marissa Carmine hits the three. Carmine with her second three-pointer tonight. Cuts the lead to 3 now for Washington, just like that.
Yep.
30-27. Thorne, top of the key, over to Barber. Now to Hadley Faith. Faith gets 2 more. Boy, those are big.
She's playing a heck of a game. 9 points and 8 rebounds.
Hits the floor hard down here. She's okay. I think she got tripped up by one of her own. Underneath. Now it goes back out to Hine. Hine drives the paint and gets the runner for 2.
That's what we're talking about right there. Her ability to penetrate. And we have a whistle here.
We got a maybe some blood on one of the arms. Or no, Hadley Faith is holding her arm.
Yeah, holding her wrist there. Looks like maybe, you know, she hit the floor hard. Sometimes when you try and catch yourself, you hurt your wrist. I hope that's nothing serious, but the trainer's going to take a look at it. As well as she's playing, this would be unfortunate if she couldn't return.
Yeah, let's get that taken care of. She's being tended to on the sidelines. Coming in for her is Quincy Healy. Under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. It's 32-29. Hatchets lead by 3. Thorne kicks it to Lavaseur. Now it goes to Lindsay Moody. Moody.
Well, Dwayne, guess what? It's a man-to-man defense again, so Coach Connor switching defenses back and forth.
Off to Thorne. Thorne at the free throw line. Back to Moody. Moody over to Barber. Barber to Thorne, top of the key. Thorne to Lavaseur. Lavaseur, strong move, too strong as it's high off the glass, no good. Tied up on the rebound. Healy got a hand on it with Marissa Cremine, and the arrow points to Vincennes. Forgot to mention in our pregame talks, bro, the Vincennes Alice's are ranked number 4 this week in Class 3A. So.
And well-deserved, I might add.
People are taking note of this Alice ball club. Hine for 3. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. That should go to Washington.
Neither ref knows. They're looking at each other.
Yeah, actually, I do think that was the right call.
I do too. It was close. We had a really good angle on it.
We did. It looked like Lavaseur went up for it, and she was the one closest to the ball, but it was tipped by one of the Alice's as she was trying to pull it down. So.
Well, the referees did a good job because they conferred with one another and rather than just guessing. A lot of times the referees will just guess.
Barber over to Healy. Now to Moody. Moody tries for 3. Can't get it. Rebound out of bounds, this time to Vincennes. 3:47 left to play, third quarter. Seesaw battle, good game tonight. Boy, this is fans getting their money's worth.
Yep, 32-29 in favor of Washington.
Washington led 26-22 at the half. Hine looks into Lang, and Macy Lang cut through nicely.
Good play there.
Lang connects for her 9th point, and it's a 1-point ball game, 32-31.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better game. It's tight. Both teams playing pretty well, you know. So
Barber to Healy, over to Moody. Moody skips it to Barber.
Barber's going to get an open look here in a second.
She thought about that one.
A skip pass over there might do the job. But Moody's going to take it.
Too strong. Rebound controlled by the Alices. And to the hoop is Darian Carmine, and she's going to get the foul on the floor before the shot. Out of bounds to Vincennes. Tonight's game brought to you by McAllister Machinery, your Caterpillar dealer in Washington. By the Gill Funeral Home, serving our community since 1872. And by Pepsi Beverages Company, the official soft drink of the Washington Hatchets.
Emily Klingel in the game now.
Marissa Carmine gets the inbound pass and throws it away into the hands of Thorne and the Hatchets.
There's that long arm again.
Nice play there by Elena Thorne. Allie Barber off to Moody, back to Barber, working far side behind the arc. Now Lavaseur baseline, hands it to Thorne. Thorne fouled, no call. Gets her own rebound and the putback. She does get that call. And Elena Thorne's going to shoot 2.
I think the crowd called that one as she was hammered on the first one.
She was hacked pretty hard, yeah.
Crowd was unhappy, so the official accommodated their
Hadley Faith
complaint.
getting completely wrapped up there. Mummified.
That does not look good, does it?
I don't know if she's going to be able to.
I hope she can. Maybe it's just a sprain, but I'm guessing she probably caught herself as she was falling to the floor.
First free throw for Thorne is good. Elena Thorne has 7 points tonight.
She's probably telling the trainer, get me back in the game, just like Rocky.
I don't know, Rock.
Cut me.
That was my Mickey impersonation.
Burgess Meredith?
Yes. I don't know, Rock. 34-31, 3 minutes left, 2:25 to go. Or 3 points separating the teams, 2:25 to go, third quarter. Hine off to Krager. Now a three by Darian Cremine, top of the key, no good. There's an offensive rebound and a putback by Macy Lang. Lang has used her height to just put it at us tonight. How many offensive rebounds have they had this evening?
9. That's too many. Oh, there's a turnover.
Steal. Ball taken away by Krager, and then stolen back by Washington. Moody. Excellent defense there by the Hatchet senior. Barber to Emily Klingel. Klingel over to Moody.
Klingel getting some passes deflected. She's in there for her three-point shooting prowess, I'm sure.
Yeah, because in this man-to-man, the Hatchet's getting good looks from the three-point arc if they can make them count. Here's Barber trying, no good, short. Rebound chased down by Darian Cremine. Cremine quickly works it up.
Washington only 2 for 11 from the three-point arc, and there's a foul on Barber.
Barber gets called for that one. Tonight's game coverage presented by Taylor's 2 Steakhouse in Oakland City. Voted best of the best steak in Gibson County with good reason. Try the steak. It's Taylor's 2 Steakhouse. It makes me hungry just talking about it. Neil and Betty Newton invite you to their place for lunch or dinner after the game. 1:10 left to play, third quarter. New player in the lineup for Vincennes, and quickly it counts for 3. That's Chloe Cardinal. Where did you come from? Just checked in for the first time, and she hits the 3 and puts Vincennes up for the first time in a long while. Emily Klingel tries to match it on the other end and does not get it. And
that's another foul on Barber, it looks like.
On the rebound attempt, Allie Barber whistled for the over the back.
Washington now 2 for 12 from the three-point arc, so they got to find somebody that can hit from the perimeter or try to maybe get the ball inside to Lavaseur. How about that, if they can? Oh, there's a steal.
Lavaseur steals it. Look at her speed as she'll take it all the way and lay it in. That's just good play. Man, oh man, that's all you can say about that.
Got into the passing lane quickly, and if she gets the ball and there's nobody ahead of her, there's nobody that's going to catch her, even while she's dribbling.
36-36, we're all tied up. 20 seconds left in this third quarter. Darian Carmine, no, too strong. Rebound, Macy Lang, and the putback is good. That's killing.
That's looking too familiar there.
That's killing. That's 10 offensive rebounds tonight for the Alice's. 8 points this quarter for Macy Lang. And 4 seconds, we got to shoot. Klingel at the buzzer. Yes! Count it! And we've played 3 at the Hatchet House. 8 minutes left to find our winner on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. The Washington Hatchets 39, Vincennes Lincoln 38. Fourth quarter action in 1 minute on WAMW.
Here, Claire. What's the score again? Who's up?
39-38 Washington. fourth quarter action on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Washington 39, Vincennes 38. It's going to go to the wire, Steve Brothers.
That was a funny ending to the quarter, Dwayne, as Emily Klingel has very limited varsity exposure, and she drains the three-pointer at the buzzer and acted like I do this stuff all the time. No reaction whatsoever.
Big bucket. Washington also gets the ball back to start the fourth quarter. So
2-3 zone. Let's see if we can hit some more threes.
Nobody challenging Moody right now. Moody kicks it over to Healy.
Catch it first.
Ah, my goodness.
She was trying to look inside to Lavseur and forgot to catch the ball.
That's a tough break on forced error. And Vincennes gets it back.
9 turnovers for Washington. And for Lincoln, 9 apiece.
Chloe Cardinal drives, no good. Rebound to Elena Thorne.
Okay.
Moody walks it up, top of the key. Hands off to Allie Barber. Barber, far corner to Quincy Healy.
And
Healy
once again, a turnover. Quincy struggling a little bit.
Here comes Hadley Faith. She's going to replace Healy. Faith again taped up, but during that timeout, I don't know if you saw, but the trainer got a basketball and played catch with Faith to make sure she can handle it, but she's bandaged up good over here.
Well, she was on fire when she had to leave the game. So let's see what happens here.
Definitely want her in there. Foul away from the ball. It's going against Vincennes.
They tried to back screen for the lob and apparently had a moving pick there. 7 minutes to go.
Chloe Cardinal whistled for that, her first.
39-38 in favor of Washington.
Thorne.
Oh my gosh, there's a third straight unforced turnover. Wow.
That's Coach Miles wants to talk about this.
She's going, come on, girls.
Timeout, Washington, 6:48 to go. 39-38, Washington by 1. We'll be back to the Hatchet House in 30 seconds on WAMW.
You're clear.
Back at the Hatchet House, Vincennes has the ball. Trailing 39-38 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Goodwin Seavers Funeral Home, now serving Davies County on State Street in Washington.
Dwayne, that's a 1-2-2 zone defense now, it looks like. So Coach Miles has been switching back and forth a little bit also.
A 3 top of the key. It's no good by Krager. Rebound put back by Lang. No good. Out of bounds, and a third chance for Vincennes. As Coach Miles says, will somebody block out, please?
11 offensive rebounds. Again, it's tough to rebound against the missed threes, though. That's my only, an excuse you can use. But there's a turnover.
Darian Carmine lost the handle. Thorne tries to take it all the way, and she's picked from behind, but it's last touched by the Alices. It'll stay with the Hatchets. Tonight's game brought to you by Tim Dant, Social Security Disability Attorney from the Law Office of Hayes and Dant in Washington. The inbound pass goes to Moody, quickly over to Thorne. Thorne skips it to Barber. She's open, high arching shot is good. Bottoms up, nothing but net. Step inside the 3 line, we'll give her 2.
Ollie's got that unorthodox delivery, but
it works.
It's effective. Kind of a one-handed shot. She's let's go.
Washington 41, Vincennes 38. Barber, by the way, in double figures now with 10 points.
She's played a fine game.
Top of the key, Danny Krager kicks it over to Darian Carmine. Look at him denying Hine the ball during their best.
Right.
I like that. I like that play down low.
Yeah, Faith is on her doing a good job there on the
and
block.
And they've kicked Lavaseur up because you don't want her to draw that foul. Right now, Vincennes has nothing. They're just playing pitch and catch. Now they get it to Hine. She's going to try baseline. And
nowhere
she's
to
too far
go.
Underneath the bucket, and it's into the hands of the Hatchets.
Good defense.
Nice play by the Hatchets.
Okay, let's see if we can get a bucket here.
Barber in front of Washington's bench, hands it off to Thorne. Now to Moody. Moody kicks it back to Barber. 5 minutes to play.
Looking for that good shot.
Barber, Moody, be careful now. Don't get lax on those passes.
I'll tell you what, Barber's almost open on those.
There's a nice feed from Thorne into Lavaseur. No foul call, but Lavaseur gets the ball back. Kicks it out to Moody. She'll try for three. Oh! And then there's Barber with the rebound, and she's fouled and going to the line to shoot two, as that brings the Hatchet fans on their feet. That was well played by Washington, that possession.
Allie Barber's playing a really nice game. She has, what, 10 points and 5 rebounds.
You know what's amazing about that is how in the world did Lavaseur miss the shot and still come up with that ball?
I know. She had no business getting that ball.
She did, though. First free throw is good. That's her ability. Her rebounding ability is just unmatchable. And now we got a timeout. Coach Connor wanting to try to ice the free throw, the second free throw. 4:38 to go, 42-38. Washington leads by 4. One more free throw coming up after we take a 1-minute timeout on WAMW.
You're clear.
Back at the Hatchet House, fourth quarter action. One of the rare nights where Vincennes scheduled a boys and girls game on the same night. So the Alice boys are playing at Northview.
I did not know that.
Tough scheduling conflict for, especially when the girls have one of their biggest conference games of the year on the road.
Yeah, well, they've brought a few people over here to watch this.
Yes, they have. Second free throw from Allie Barber is off the mark, so Coach Connor did ice her.
Look at that rebound.
But Hadley Faith gets the offensive rebound, and Washington will set it and try again.
Playing with one hand gets the offensive rebound.
It only takes one good hand,
Okay.
really. Barber.
Oh, she's thinking about that.
She's got to take it. Moody, far side, now to Thorne. Over to Barber. We're approaching 4 minutes now. Hatchet fans begin to cheer as they root on the home team here.
Okay, now Lincoln just switched to a man-to-man because Washington could have just run the clock out had they not switched. Oh, a near turnover.
Hatchet's able to hang on. Got to be careful with the passes.
Okay, they've taken some time off here. Down to 3:45.
Faith kicks it out to Moody. Over to Thorne. Thorne into Faith. Lavaseur has it now. Barber. Barber.
Yep, she
traveled. One step too many.
Yep.
She ran into a wall there.
She
Hine
did.
and Lang was right there to welcome her.
She was wanting to do that little reverse move that she does so well, but she turned and right into a defender, so that was good defense for Lincoln.
42-38. The Alice's with the ball, trailing by 4.
Again, this is a 1-2-2. It looks like zone defense.
Chloe Cardinal kicks it to Darian Carmine. Carmine's shot is well short, but there to clean it up once again is Macy Lang.
They are just so strong on the offensive glass.
Macy Lang has been the thorn in the Hatchet side tonight. Timeout called, 42-40. We'll keep it here, Steve Brothers.
Well, coach is talking to Lavaseur now, and she's probably saying, okay, you have 3 fouls, but there's only 3 minutes to go, so it's time to turn it up a notch on the rebounding end. because I think Quincy has been a little bit tentative here in the second half, not wanting to pick up that fourth foul, but now it's time to play.
Agreed. Tonight's game brought to you by Crane Federal Credit Union, banking on a Hatchet victory. By the Edley Mortuary, caring for you when you need the care the most. Stick around for the post-game report tonight, presented by Kyle Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and Sterling & Company, Professional Corporation, Main Street, downtown Washington. We'll have the Freddie Energy High Energy Player of the Game, the Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game, and our overall MVP brought to you by Annalou Chapman with Remax Real Estate and Heller's Lawn Pro and Heller's Unlimited.
Here comes the full court pressure, and give the ball to Moody and let her go.
Moody brings it up. No challenge that time. 3 minutes left. Sticky pressure applied now by Danny Krager for Vincennes.
Moody doing her best Harlem Globetrotter dribbling there. Oh, and Faith is really, it really is hurting her to catch that basketball. She's wanting out. That hurt. You could tell when she received that, she winced. Unfortunately, that's too bad.
Yeah, she does. She's hurt because she does not want to set out.
Yeah.
You know she doesn't.
Well, that was a fairly strong pass by Moody, and she caught it, and boy, that was it. So,
official timeout to get her out of the game.
Yeah.
So Washington will have it out of bounds. 2:40. Thorne picks up the dribble, hands off to Allie Barber. Now to Moody. Sticky pressure. Look at that. I'm sorry, that's Moody.
Yep.
Off to Conceal Lavaseur. A double dribble called against Lavaseur. Turnover Washington.
2:28 to go.
That's due to pressure by the Alices.
Yeah,
You're going to have that the rest of this game now.
They turned it up a notch on their man-to-man defense.
Got to handle it.
Dwayne, this looks like a 1-3-1 zone with Healy up at the top.
And there, Thorne knocks it out.
Again, another deflection.
Good job by the freshman. They want to go to Macy Lang. She's had all the points underneath. And Thorne alertly got that one out of harm's way. So the Alices try again. They inbound it to Krager, now to Lang. Lang hands off to Darian Carmine. Darian Carmine kicks it to Hine. Hine makes her move and gets it. Allison Hine ties this one up at 42 with 2 minutes left to play.
Now we got a ball game. We got to find a way to score against this defense.
Thorne in to Barber. Barber blocked by Hine. Hine over to Carmine, fast break, and Lang lays it in for two. The Alices have the lead, 44-42. Quincy Healy. Yes!
Wow.
Quincy Healy connects. That is a huge basket for Healy.
She did not hesitate.
44 all.
That was a nice aggressive move to the basket under pressure.
Just what the doctor ordered. Now let's see if we can get a stop here.
Minute 20 to go.
Carmine thought about it, brings it back out. Chloe Cardinal now.
Don't call that.
Come on, sir. You've let them play all night.
I know.
And you're going to call that.
It's out of bounds, but there was no reason to call that.
Ticky-tack. Ticky-tack.
Let the girls play.
It's just silly.
Okay, here we go. Minute 10.
All right, the Alices, top of the key. Krager over to Carmine.
They should get the ball to Hine, get the ball to their franchise and see what happens.
Under a minute now. Green traveled there. She traveled. Do you see that?
Yep. Oh, she's on the line.
She's on the line, and it's going to Washington.
You know, Hine did not touch the ball in that possession. Unbelievable.
Coach Miles wants a timeout. 48 seconds left. She's going to design the play to win it, Steve Brothers.
Yep, you're going to work for one.
44-44 with 48 seconds left. We are going to take a timeout. can't say we don't have fun, right?
Well, okay, who's going to take the last shot here? I'm going with Lavaseur.
I
What do you
agree.
think?
You're going to see full court pressure.
I hope we can get a last-second shot.
Run the press break, and let's...
Give it to Moody. Where's Moody? Where's Moody?
They're denying Moody.
Get it to her.
Quincy
Where is
Healy.
it? Get it to her. I feel better now.
40 seconds left. Moody gets it out of trouble as she's getting pressure all over the place. Now remember, Vincennes has 3 fouls to give.
Yep. Getting awfully close to that 10-second line. Moody is like Curly Neal out there.
20 seconds left. Thorne almost lost it, able to hang on. Now Allie Barber shoots, missed. Lavaseur still battling. Rebound. Who's it going to? The Hatchets.
Ooh, referee had to think about that one for a minute.
12 seconds left.
He thought about it. He goes, who's the home team?
12 seconds left. And Coach Connor is wanting a timeout now.
I think Allie Barber maybe shot that a little too early. You know, you want to get it to like under 10. But luckily, boy, didn't Lavaseur hustle after that rebound.
That was huge. Huge play by Lavaseur. We're going to keep it here now. Remind you, there's 12 seconds left. It's all tied at 44. Washington will have the ball out of bounds baseline when play resumes.
Well, you know, if they get a quick shot off, that's going to, and miss it, that's going to give Lincoln time to get down here and get a good shot. So perhaps in designing the out-of-bounds play, get the ball in bounds, get a couple, 3 or 4 seconds ticked off the clock, and then shoot it. You have to think about, you know, maybe shooting it too quickly would not be a good thing.
Right.
But
this game has lived up to the hype. I'll tell you what, 2 quality teams, 2 quality coaches, giving fans everything they paid for here
this
tonight.
is all you could ask for in a game. It looks like these teams are pretty evenly matched.
They really are.
Although you have to respect Lincoln's ability to get the offensive rebound baskets, which they've done all night long.
Vincennes, a possible sectional opponent down the line, too, in that 3A tournament.
Okay, now the ball's not directly underneath the basket. It's off to the side a little bit on the baseline, and Allie Barber's going to throw it in. I would look for her to get the ball into Moody, but we'll see.
It goes into Healy. Healy kicks it to Moody with 10 seconds left now.
See if she's going to be able to penetrate.
And Moody's fouled. And you know, that's what Coach Connor told his guard there, Krager.
Right. They're not in bonus, as you mentioned, so they have the ability to foul now and break the momentum.
Well, they have the ability to foul and run the timeout.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest.
Right, and that's what he's going to do. It's only the 4th team foul, so he can do that 2 more times. So now it's time to get a quick shot off.
It goes into Healy.
Got to get a shot
3
off.
seconds. Ah, we didn't get a shot off.
Coach Miles not happy with that, as Healy was not able to get toward the basket, and there's 0.8 of a second to go on the clock with a timeout. Now that is time to catch it and shoot it.
Yes, you need 0.3 of a second to catch and shoot, right?
Yeah, and the ball's going to be over on the side. So I would look for maybe a screen and somebody going over to that corner for a catch and a shot.
All Coach Connor's got to tell his team is do not foul.
Well,
it would be great if they would, but I got to think that they're going to back off. I mean, not back off, but they've got to be careful not to foul. But I say that, but not to foul in the act of shooting is what I'm trying to say.
Well, the difficult part is he could be telling them to go ahead and foul.
Right.
But Washington could somehow make it look like in the act of shooting, which would be a bad deal for Vincennes. So if I were him, I'd say, hey, lay off the foul, because you never want to put the game in the hands of the official on an opinion call. So just good defense, and it would almost be a miracle for Washington to hit a shot here with 0.8 to go. Let's see what she has lined up. Moody's going to cut off that screen maybe and come toward the ball and maybe catch it and try to fling it up, be my guess. And there she goes. She's double teamed. Ooh, interception, but no, time's out. Wow. If there would have been 1.8 seconds, we may have been in trouble. As Lincoln got the turnover, but one dribble and the buzzer went off. So There we go. We're
That's
in
going to do
overtime.
it for regulation. All tied up, 44 apiece. And you said it, bro. I'm so glad there wasn't any more time on that clock, or it was over.
Yeah, game was over. Well, they did a good job defensively. They knew we wanted to get the ball into Moody and double teamed her. There was no chance to get it to her, so we had to go with Plan B, which was not a good option at that point in time.
So now it's gut check time. It's time to, come out strong in this overtime period and just dominate.
Well, easier said than done.
Especially with the defense we've seen on both sides tonight. The Hatchets led 15-9 at the end of one, 26-22 at the half, 39-38 after three. We've played 4 regulation quarters. We're now tied at 44. So we're going into our first overtime here. Big 8 conference basketball at its best.
And we're going to jump it up.
Jumping center is Macy Lang. She'll go against Elena Thorne.
Coach Miles has all her, well, now Barbara's on the offensive side, but she had all 4 of the other players on the defensive side.
The ball's at midcourt. It's up and controlled by the Alices. So we'll play 4 full minutes to see if we get a winner after this overtime session.
Once again, it's a 1-2-2 zone defense with Quincy Healy up at the top with her long arms. So Vincennes is, a near turnover.
Healy almost got that one.
She's got long arms out there, can get some deflections. But I just don't know why Vincennes isn't getting the ball into Hines' hands.
Carmine drives and can't get it. The rebound to Lavasseur. So the Hatchets get the stop. Now we need to score.
Well, now it's a zone defense again. So both teams switching defenses all night long. Coach Miles going from a 2-3 to a 1-2-2 back and forth.
Healy blocked. Loose ball to Macy Lang. Lang's going to go all the way.
Oh,
and the foul called.
Could have gone either way. Lindsay Moody didn't quite maintain her position on that, but
she beat her there.
Yeah,
but you're right. She did not maintain the position.
Yeah,
so it was the right call.
It was a good call, but it was close. She Lindsay leaned back a little bit and did not draw the charge.
Free throw is no good by Lang. Marissa Carmine re-enters now for Alana Green. Emily Klingel coming in now for Quincy Healy.
This is a lot of pressure for Emily. As we mentioned, she has limited varsity experience. So playing at crunch time.
The second free throw is good. So Lang hits 1 for 2, makes it 45-44, a 1-point Vincennes lead.
Once again, Lindsay Moody single-handedly handles the press.
Klingel to Barber.
We want some of that Klingel magic hitting the three-pointer. That's what we need right now.
2:45 left. Here's Barber, far side, behind the arc. They're really giving Lavasseur a lot of pressure.
Yes,
underneath.
they are. They're paying a lot of attention to her, as they should. Boy, Lindsay's going to be worn out again tonight.
Moody called for 5 seconds. I saw that coming.
Yep. Didn't quite have the spacing necessary.
So out of bounds now for Vincennes.
That's actually Lindsay's first turnover of the evening.
2:25 left to play. The Alices holding on to a 1-point lead, 45-44.
They are looking inside now, but no go.
Marissa Carmine kicks the top of the key to Danny Krager, now to Darian Carmine, and guess what? She turned it over.
Unforced. Those are killers.
Carmine tried to do something with it before she had it.
Yeah, once again, she took her eye off the ball. Emily, what happened there?
She slid into home safely.
That looked like Pete Rose down there.
That was a head-first slide.
Emily
I'm not sure what happened.
She tripped, and boy,
Moody
Lindsay
gets it out of harm's way, gets it off to Healy. Healy to Barber.
We got to get it to Kinsia.
Barber picks up the dribble, needs
She's
help.
in trouble.
Gets it to Healy, now to Thorne.
Look at, boy, this is
out
great,
to Moody.
great defense.
Yeah, it is. Vincennes
They're
has
just all over.
really stepped up the defensive pressure. Moody again gets it out of trouble. Barber.
Ooh, that's a charge.
And she's called for the charge. Player control foul.
Had her arm out.
And the ball going back to Vincennes.
Tough break there. Minute 36 to go in the overtime.
45-44. Washington and Vincennes in a barn burner tonight.
Boy, Vincennes' defense has just been outstanding.
They really stepped it up. Krager off to Lang. Oh, Healy gets it. Come on, Quincy. No, there's the follow-up, Lavaseur!
Good hustle by Lavaseur.
Trailing behind and puts it through for two. That's huge.
That was.
She's just there. You cannot understand.
It's a magnet.
It's just
magnet to the ball.
She magically appears where she needs to be at all times.
Huge play.
46-45. Hatchets back up by one. Under a minute to play now. Darian Carmine off to Hine. Hine now to Marissa Carmine.
Oh, another, we're getting near deflections on this.
45 seconds
Healy
left.
has such a long reach out there.
Don't let him get this last shot and win it by one. Come on, guys. Timeout.
Yep.
Coach Connor. We have 36 seconds to play. You want to talk about excitement.
Yeah.
Nobody's left their seat here at the Hatchet House tonight.
46-45 in favor of Washington. That last little series, Healy got another deflection, and this time she was able to beat the Lincoln player to the ball, but then by the time she got down to the bucket, she was a little off balance and was short on the layup, but Lavaseur was right there for the putback.
Lavaseur has an uncanny ability to pull down rebounds out of the air, out of nowhere, and she's been quiet tonight.
Limited play, but still has 8 points and 5 rebounds.
Yes.
In limited play. Yep.
And now, as you mentioned, she's played with 3 fouls pretty much since the early part of the second quarter. You don't have to worry about that anymore. We're in overtime, so.
And she has turned it up a notch, hasn't she?
Full tilt boogie right now, yes.
Well, this has been a real thriller. Yeah, it's surely Lincoln will try to get the ball into their stars' hands this time, but she's been playing mostly up on the elbow in the free throw line area instead of down in the paint on the block. I'm wondering if they're going to try and post her up a little bit, but Washington's doing a good job of defending her down there, so we're ready to go, Dwayne.
Vincennes has it out of bounds. 30 seconds left. Marissa Carmine. Oh, and it's loose and into the hands of Thorne. Turnover, Vincennes.
Take your time, girls.
And now a quick foul call. That is the 5th team foul against the Alice's, so they still have one more to give, and they'll give it.
22.6 seconds to go.
Now the Alice's are in the bonus. Washington is not. Again, Vincennes still has one foul to give.
They're going to foul us again here shortly.
Quickly get it into Moody.
What? Oh,
Moody
a turnover.
Lost it. Turnover for Washington, and a foul called against Moody. That's going to be one in bonus now for the Alice's.
Tough break there for Lindsay. She's done a great job all night long, and she just got it stripped. Okay, it's going to be a 1-and-1.
13 seconds left. Huge free throws for the freshman. This is a freshman shooting these.
How about some icing here?
Danny Krager. Coach Miles saying, please block out. Krager missed it. Rebound to Vincennes and loose into the hands of Washington. Jump ball, arrow pointing to Washington.
Wow. What a flurry.
So it's
a big play there by Allie Barber.
Man.
As she got in the mix and was able to get the ball, but was tied up. But luckily, the possession arrow is.
Lavaseur was in on that one too. There were 2 or 3 players on each team battling for that.
It was a rarity because on the miss, it looked like Lavaseur was going to get the rebound, and we bragged about how good she is about that. But somehow the ball bounced so hard that she wasn't able to gather it. And then right in the flurry of bodies, Lincoln regained control, but then they turned it over. And we're down to 8.2 seconds. And Vincennes still only has 5 team fouls.
They do have 1 foul to give.
Yeah, so obviously they're going to have full court pressure here, I would assume.
And they're not going to let them get it inbounds.
They're going to double team Lindsay, I'm sure. They don't want her to get it.
Inbounds.
It looks like, let's see, Lindsay's up at the 10-second line area. They're definitely going to concentrate on her.
We're in overtime. Washington with a 1-point lead. 8 seconds left. The Hatchets get it into Moody. Moody now fouled.
That was one of those fouls where the ref knew that she wanted to foul, but he didn't have to call that one, and he did. 5.4 seconds, and now
it's a bonus situation for the Hatchets.
Ball is inbounded by Barber on the side.
They get it into Moody.
Again,
that's a quick foul.
Pretty cheap foul there. But
okay.
Lindsay has a bonus with 3.9 seconds left. Wow.
It was a very quick foul.
You know, Lindsay, so far in the early going, I don't want to hex her, but so far in the early going in 4th quarter, critical free throws, she's been money. Well, let's hope it continues.
Moody shooting 1 in bonus here. 3.9 seconds on the clock. The gym is completely quiet. Moody's free throw is in. Huge. Okay, that makes it a 2-point game. 1 more free throw for the senior. Second free throw from Lindsay Moody. Is up. It's good.
Huge.
It's good. She hit them both.
That's pressure for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the senior.
48-45. Didn't shake her, did it, bro?
Nope. And like I said, in several of the games, you know, we've had some tight games, and she's had these 4th quarter free throws, and she's been able to connect on them most every time, and that's what senior leadership's all about.
Absolutely right. So now Coach Connor gets the last play. Who's going to shoot the 3, you think, bro? Hine can do it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to guess Darian Carmine.
I would guess her, too. She seems like a pretty confident 3-point shooter. What I'm wondering is what Coach Miles is going to do. Maybe give him a little bit of a full court or three-quarter court press.
I think you have to.
You know, with 3.9 seconds, any delay you can cause is going to be gold.
I think you do have to put on the token press.
And you might want to have somebody on the ball so that they don't have a clean look at a full court pass. Let's see what happens. Yes, look, they got the long arms on the ball. Thorne, good play there. She's going to be jumping around. And we've got Healy down here. Well, now it's full court pressure. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, that's...
They get it in. A shot at the buzzer. Oh, my, no good.
Pretty good play.
No good. The shot by Danny Prager missed. And ladies and gentlemen, your Washington Hatchets deal the Vincennes Alice's their first loss of the year in overtime in a thriller here at the Hatchet House. Your final score on the A&R Home Center scoreboard, Washington 48 and the Vincennes Alice's 45. All smiles from the players and the coaching staff. And we're going to have a very happy Coach Miles post-game interview coming up after this timeout on WAMW.
You're clear. How long you want it?
Just play the post.
And go.
Welcome back to the Hatchet House. An exciting, thrilling finish as Washington gets the Big 8 conference win in front of a big home crowd. Final score on the A&R Home Center scoreboard in overtime. Washington 48, Vincennes 45. The post-game report brought to you by Kyle Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent in Washington, and Sterling & Company, Professional Corporation, Main Street, downtown Washington. Individual scoring for the Hatchets. What a balanced attack tonight. Allie Barber leads the way with 11 points. 9 points for Hadley Faith, and then she went out with that injury to the wrist, but she had a great night tonight with 9. 8 points for Katsia Lavasseur. 8 points also for Quincy Healy. 4 points, I'm sorry, 8 points for Elena Thorne. 4 points for Quincy Healy. 3 points for Emily Klingel, and 3 for Melita Edvardovska, and 2 for Lindsay Moody. 2 big free throws. So again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in the scoring column. Just as balanced as it can get. 11 for Barber, 9 for Faith, 8 for the freshman duo of Thorne and Lavasseur. For the Vincennes Alices, who suffered their first loss of the season, dropping to 6-1. They're led by Macy Lang with 18 points. Allison Hine chipped in 11. 6 points for Marissa Carmine. 4 points for Darian Carmine. And 3 apiece for Chloe Cardinal and Danny Krager. So again, the 2 big girls, Macy Lang with 18, Allison Hine with 11, leading the way for the Alices. Washington led this entire game, but it was always close. 15-9 at the end of 1, 26-22 at the half, 39-38 after 3, and in overtime, your final, Washington 48 and Vincennes 45. Coach Gretchen Miles joins us now in the post-game report. Whew, Coach, this is the one. This is the W you've been searching for. You know, we said this is your gauge, and I liked everything about what I seen tonight, really.
Well, I think like any possible thing that could happen down the stretch did for our team. We definitely were bending, but never broke. And we had quality minutes from everybody. We went 8 or 9 deep tonight. Melita came in and gave us good minutes. Jay did too that first half, and Emily Klingel came in and hit a big 3 at the end of the third quarter, kind of getting us going. But a lot of those kids too logged in a lot of minutes tonight. When Hadley went down with that wrist injury, that was huge for us because she was a rebounding machine in there.
Yes, she was.
And she was very physical with their post players, and she was hitting shots. So again, with this group, it's kind of like, okay, next one up, what are we going to do? A lot of good minutes too, and of course we were in foul trouble with Elaine and Kancia. I thought they did a better job the second half of just getting better in the flow. Sometimes when you sit out that long, you want to hurry up and get back in and make up for everything, and bad things happen. But, you know, we talked to those young kids too. You got to learn to play with 2 fouls in the first half. It's just something we told Kancia, a teaching moment. When she got that second foul, sometimes you just got to let that go. Just let them score it because you're more valuable on the court than you are on the bench to us. And you got to tip your hat to Allie Barber. Did a nice job coming in off the bench for us tonight. And got some rebounds for us, hit some shots for us to kind of open up the inside and played extremely hard. And Lindsay Moody, I mean, we don't go anywhere without her motor, and came down to stretch and hit some clutch free throws, big-time free throws.
As she's done all season so far.
And I thought, you know, Quincy Healy, and she knew she made some just poor decisions with that basketball, but for her to bounce back and get that steal in the top of that zone, went down and missed it, and then who's behind her? Kancia.
That was the play of the game.
I thought that was a turning point of the momentum, because at that point they had momentum on us. But what's the thing we didn't do well? We still don't box out.
Well,
I mean, we still don't get into anybody.
Well, they're taller and had a nice reach, those two
Right, but like we said, most of the time you're standing right in front of them.
Yeah.
All you got to do is bend down and get them out. We said we're not going to be the most athletic team. We're never going to be the tallest team. You have got to do the little things right all the time, because Lang killed us. I think she had 9 or 10 offensive rebounds just herself.
Yeah.
But again, the kids just kind of kept grinding it and grinding it and grinding it and find a way to win.
You got to be thrilled with the fact that your 2 freshmen, you know, especially Kancia, played limited minutes because of foul trouble, and you know Thorne was on the bench a little bit too, and you had Faith and Barber step up and take over.
Yes, and I tell you what, just that you want to say experience. Hallie's her first year of varsity. Allie's got the experience, but just being older and just a better composure on the court too. But those 2 freshmen, once they kind of got in the groove of things, I think they realized, okay, now we're playing the women's league tonight, you know. So you got to, like we said, you got to lace those shoes up tight and be ready to go. But, you know, we want the kids, of course, enjoy this tonight, but tomorrow we got to get back to it, because how many times do you see a team gets a big win and they just lay an egg that next night out? I mean, what kind of team are you going to be?
Trap game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But what kind of team are we going to be next? Because the win tonight is not guaranteeing us anything come Saturday.
No, and you're going to see this team again possibly down the stretch and maybe the sectional. And
and it was a big conference win to start off the conference.
Coach, give them 24 hours to enjoy
Tomorrow
it.
morning, 9 o'clock, the Vincennes game is gone, because like we say, nobody cares anymore. We got to get better on blocking out and shooting the basketball. And we have got to find a way to control the boards on both ends, because, you know, Bar Eve is always fundamentally sound. They always have just true point guards that handle the ball well, they get in the lane well, and they have kids that can just spot up and nail that three. And they've got a couple post players inside who really use their bodies very well to finish around the basket. And that's a team that blocks out every single time. Just a fundamentally sound team. You know, I know it's the next home game for us, but we got to get back to work tomorrow.
Coach, congratulations. Huge victory. I know you had this one circled, marked, starred
and
on
Coach
your
Connor and I
schedule.
was kind of talking about, like, whose turkey is going to taste a little bit better, you know, on Thanksgiving Day. So, again, I think my mom's going to let me in the house this Thanksgiving. So no attitude problems. We're going to have to sit outside and eat this year.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations. This was a great win. Fun one to watch. 2 quality ball clubs. And I mean, just fundamental basketball. Fundamental basketball.
And 85% free throw shooting.
That's huge. that's big time for us. And, you know, we also want to think, like, the 6th man here, the crowd was great for us tonight.
Yes, it was.
They got really behind the kids, and the kids, you know, really did a good job of using that momentum that way too, because it's like I tell the girls, like, you're not going to have crowds come and watch bad teams. So if you don't work hard and just kind of just show up today, no one's coming back. Nobody's coming back. So the kids, they grinded it out. I think people got their money's worth tonight, because we do definitely make it interesting. Because we tell them, I don't trust them till that final horn goes off. And for us, it was overtime horn, right? So, you know, credit to our kids. They did a great job. And our coaching staff. I tell you what, Casey coming in with the stats of different things of where we are on, like, foul situations and who's hitting free throws, who's not. And Coach Harmon really coming in on, okay, how about try this, making adjustments here. And Lacey did a great job, too, of keeping everybody in the flow of, you know, timeout situations, who's hit a couple threes. Like, it's good to see, like, everyone doesn't watch the same thing, you know, and their strengths definitely help us out as a group.
All right, Coach, we'll see you Saturday night.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
We'll be back to wrap it up from the Hatchet House after this here on WAMW.
Clear.